Hello everyone, how's it going today? I hope everybody's having a great day. What I have today, I have, of course, the Bitcoin bubbles. I have a article about the tariffs, and then I have an XRP price prediction. So those are the three things I want to talk about today. Getting into the bubbles, of course, there are no gainers today, but the big loser, of course, is once again Trump. It's $25 was the high, 25 was the high, and $18.87 was the low. $19.67 is what it's going for now. Maybe he caused his own losses there by signing those tariffs that we will talk about here in a few minutes. But as you can see, there's no green bubble, so really no big gainers. Let's go to the three sisters. Bitcoin. Right now it's at 101,000. The high was 102,000. The low is right now. From what the chart is saying here. Let's look at Ethereum. 3,325 was the high, and right now is the low at 3,145. Of course, that the low is at the time of this recording, which is about 4:20 p.m. Let's go down to XRP. I'm going to say we're probably at a low again. $3.06 was the high, and $2.90 was the low. And right there, well, we have that 1/100th of a penny difference, but we are hitting lows. Before I start with the articles and the rest of this, I want to put out the disclaimer that this is not for financial advice. Do your own due diligence before you invest. Seek out a financial advisor. I am not responsible for any gains or losses. So keep that in mind as you watch this channel. Well, something else I want to talk about is the channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I will never ask you for any money. All I ask you to do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment. That's all I'll ever ask you to do. That's the way you can support me, is subscribing and watching the content that I put out. That goes a long way. My goal is hopefully to be monetized in 3 to 4 months. That's my goal with the channel. So help me do that by watching, liking, sharing, all of that. Let's go ahead and look at the tariffs. Of course, Kiyosaki, he's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't checked out his channel, he does have a YouTube channel, and a lot very informative on that. I've learned a lot from this man. I've learned a lot of different terminology and just what to invest in, what not to invest in. He's so much advice over there. Go check his channel out. It is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But he says Trump tariffs put pressure on crypto. Of course, the Trump tariffs have put pressure on the market because the market doesn't like uncertainty. Once again, we're going to probably see dips everywhere. Of course, you always buy on the dip, and that's basically what he's going to saying in this article. Robert Kiyosaki anticipates a potential price decline in Bitcoin and precious metals as Trump's new tariff policies take effect. Rather than viewing it as a negative, he's going to view it as a positive because he plans to use any price drops as a buying opportunity, and that's what I'm going to do. I heard another YouTuber as well said, don't buy foreign made products or invest in foreign made products. Especially don't invest in like Ford or the auto industry or any type of stuff like clothing like Nike or beauty products, because all that's produced overseas and that's going to be taxed, and the tariffs are going to cause problems for these companies. He also said that if you're going to invest in energy, defense. That's the type of stuff to take advantage of right now. So that's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to buy maybe some more Boeing. I'm invested in Boeing. Maybe some Lockheed Martin, Chevron, maybe some BP oil. Some of those things are things I'm going to look in. Of course, this isn't financial advice. Once again, do your own due diligence. But back to this, rather than viewing the market as negative, he sees it as a buying opportunity. In a recent tweet, Rich Dad Poor Dad pointed to Trump's tariffs as a catalyst for possible price declines in gold, silver, and Bitcoin. However, he emphasized that the real underlying concern remains the growing debt burden, which he believes will only intensify. Of course, in that YouTubers that I was listening to, I can't remember his name. I was driving and had it on autoplay. He was saying, "Hey, we could possibly see a recession take place." So that's another thing we have to look at and invest wisely. Of course, Rich Dad Poor Dad says crashes mean assets are on sale. It's time to get rich. Earlier in January, he warned of a giant market crash while maintaining his bullish stance on alternative assets. He has constantly criticized the Federal Reserve, Treasury, and banking system for relying on money printing, arguing this practice benefits assets holders on the expense of dollar savers. Of course, he invests in Rich Dad Poor Dad. He invests in basically in gold, silver, and Bitcoin is what he mainly invests in. Of course, he has his stocks as well that he invests in. Rich Dad Poor Dad he cited Grisham's law to explain how bad money in a system causes good money to go into hiding. Despite his prediction of potential crash, Rich Dad Poor Dad remains optimistic about Bitcoin's long-term prospect. He views market downturns as a chance to accumulate assets rather than reasons for concern. The financial author's latest comments come as markets digest the implications of Trump's new tariff policies and their potential impact on various asset classes. So, view it as a time to sell or time to buy. Put a strategic plan in place and buy what you can afford to do. That's the main goal here, and hopefully things will level out. The tariffs can be pulled just as fast as they are put in place, so we have to keep that in mind as well. So now to XRP prediction for February 1st. Of course, here it says it could swing a high of $3.40. And then we can look at the short-term resistance is at 340. It can even take prices higher to $4.20 to $5 and even to $6.62. I say ramp it up. Of course, this is XRP. If XRP is rising, so is everything else. But on the downside, we have to look at this too. We could see XRP fall to $2.52. If it does, guess what I'm doing? I'm buying it. If it drops all the way to $1.96, my goodness, I'm tapping into probably a loan. No, I'll never take a loan out to buy stock. But anyway, I'm going to be investing in $1.96. I'll scrape up some money and do that. But anyway, that's what I have for you at this time. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it very informative. I appreciate you watching. Once again, please subscribe, hit that like button, comment, even share the video. That's much appreciated. Until next time, remember to treat each other like you want to be treated, and I'll see ya.